Well, a very good afternoon to you, Ramio Busik, and our audience. I am coming to you from Entebbe, whereby we know, of course, tomorrow people will again be moving out to go and choose their leaders they think are best, especially the chairpersons for the districts and also their councillors. But right from the presidential elections and the members of parliament right here in Entebbe, there were allegations, especially by the people, when they accused security that at the last hour when the votes were being counted, security had to chase them away. And from a personal point of view, of course, even as the press were working within the area, were sent away by the security. And to be specific, the SFC in some areas of Chigungu and many other areas in Entebbe, we did not witness any vote counting in the area. But of course, this has attracted a lot of criticisms. And as people are going into another election tomorrow, we want to understand there is worry amounting, there is fear among the people that what happened. But we want to understand, especially that even the press that was accredited to witness the vote counting in the area was barred from attending this. We want to understand, as I talk to the RDC of Entebbe, Mr. Njuki, to make us understand. RDC, welcome with me on NTV 1.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kamana.
Yeah, but we want to understand, Mr. RDC, last time during the elections, at the last hour when the votes were being counted, the people were sent away, including the press. If I can be specific, in Ibanga, where we the press were, one of the security officers, that's SFC, who had removed his tag, and the ranks came to us and said, you are not supposed to be here. I am not accountable to you, and I cannot justify why, but then you should leave. Who do these people account for such unlawful actions?
Thank you, Mr. Kamana. But now for that issue, I haven't got any information about that. But now, the truth that the people have elected the president and the MP, you are supposed to cover anything because you are press. But if there is any allegation like that, that's better. I'm going to investigate and see if there is, when I get the proof, I will act on that.
But then we are asking, do you also get to realize that such acts are unlawful?
Yes, of course it is. That's why the president said that if you have the proof, you come and tell us, then we act as an RDC and you send to the big man.
Are you aware that people were beaten upon the time of counting votes in your area?
No, that one I'm not aware. If I was aware, if I'm aware, of course I would act. Yes.
And you get to speak to the people who are affected in that murder, and then they get to tell you that it was there. And if it was there, would you take any iron hand upon any officer or any commander who enforces such unlawful acts?
I've never get any complaints apart from today. I've just received the information from you. I haven't get any complaint to the people.
There is worry amounting and fear in people who are moving out tomorrow to elect their leaders again.
No, people should not fear. People should go and vote their leaders as usual. So nobody is going to threaten them. My phone is on. You will press, you are moving on and off. Everywhere, if you see any problem, you just call me and I will intervene. Because security, I'm the head of security in Entebbe sub-district. If there is any problem, just call me, I'll act on them.
Yeah, well,
and there are some things, some issues where someone can act as a person. But if he's an officer, act as officer, we have to act on him.
Okay. Right. Thank you for talking to us, RDC.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Njuki is the RDC of Entebbe sub-district, just giving us an insight of what tomorrow entails, of course, from a security angle. But then to remind you back is that when the presidential and the parliamentary elections were being held in Entebbe, the people accused the security, including we, the press, would not witness any vote counting in the area as security barred us from accessing any polling station. I am a victim. But well, the RDC has assured us that if someone did that, that's outside the law. So we wait to see what tomorrow will return as people will go into the polls, of course, in Entebbe. That partly makes Wakiso, the upper bar is set between the incumbent, who is Matia Rwanga Bwanika, but also the NRM side, Moses Mayanja. But we wait to see. The mood is calm. There is no any violence that has been registered. And we wait to see what happens tomorrow. Back to you in the studio. A very good afternoon to you, Rami, and our audience.